just joining everything. That's why her grandkids mad.
Yes. Welcome, welcome,
I
welcome,
love
everyone.
it.
We are here. Oh my goodness. Another Tuesday, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another Live at 5, where we teach you the organic approach to making money online. For those of you that do not know our names, my name is Daria Jackson Legonier, and over here is my beautiful business partner, Takeisha Wyatt, and we are super
Hey,
excited to share what we have for you today. You know, we decided it's the beginning of the year. We need to go back to the basics. But before we do that, we want to do a little bit of housekeeping. So as you are popping on, just let us know where you're tuning in from. I'm tuning in from the cold, chilly Brooklyn, New York. And where you tuning in from, T?
the cold, chilly Florida, because it's actually snowing in Florida. One of my best
The
friends lives
issue?
in Niceville, right at the tip of Florida, and let me tell you, she sent me some pictures with the snow, and she cannot believe that it is
Wow,
actually snowing, like snow on the ground, real snow.
that
Man,
is
I tell you, I
crazy.
love it.
Well, the
Yeah.
globe is cold right about now because everywhere where you would think it would be warm, it's cold. So we are nice and toasty warm right now
Yeah, it
because
is.
we bring it for you today. So as you're popping on, make sure you put in the comments hashtag live. And if you are watching the replay, put in the comments hashtag replay. We will come back and check and interact with the comments. We love to shout you out on our broadcast
Yes.
as well. And I see you
Mhm.
popping on, so just make sure you tune in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Um, Also, above us, you should see a link, whether you're watching us from
Yeah.
Facebook or from Instagram. We're on Instagram now, or from our
Or
YouTube channel,
LinkedIn.
right? You should see a link above us, and make sure you click that link because you give StreamYard permission with whatever platform you are watching us from to interact, so we can showcase your profile and we can actually
Absolutely.
see a lovely picture of you when you make your comment. And I think that's pretty much it. Did I? Oh, make sure whatever platform you're on, make sure you hit the notification bell so that you do not miss when we go live, because we're going to be bringing some stuff to this whole entire year. We got it mapped out, y'all. And we are going to be showing you how you can position yourself so you can really utilize social media to make some extra cash online. Okay. So
Yes.
today we're going to start with the basics. And we got slides, y'all. We got slides.
We know y'all love that. And us as well, because it definitely helps to have everything to flow very smoothly, right? We
Yeah,
love those slides. It helps to keep us on point. And of course,
absolutely.
you know, one of the things that we're happy about today is this actual presentation, this actual training that we're doing today actually comes with a downloadable PDF so that you can print it out and mark it up, make sure that you hitting all the steps. So yeah, absolutely. Creating a magnetic social profile is what it is all about. Right? That's what it's all about, guys. And so we're
Mhm.
gonna we're gonna go through this, and everything that we're talking about is inside of that downloadable PDF. right? And you're going to be able to find that in here. So right after this is over, you're going to be able to find it right down below. Whatever platform you're watching, right? You're going to be able to find it right down below this video. All right, so we're going to get it started.
Let's get it
And
started.
so creating a magnetic social media profile is what allows you to turn your profile into a money magnet, right? That's what allows you to turn it into a money magnet. So we decided that we're going to start with some statistics. Now, as of this year, this month, right, these are some key statistics, right? So these are all up to date. So how many monthly active users does Facebook have? 3 million as
That's
of
a lot.
January
That's a
2024.
lot. That's a lot.
Absolutely. Right? That's monthly active users. Daily active users, of course, $2.11 billion daily active users, right? Reflecting on the 5.1% year over year growth. So, in other words, the growth of Facebook is not slowing down. Social
It sure
media
is.
is
It's not
not
slowing
slowing
down.
down. Absolutely not. Not slowing down at all. Contrary to popular belief, because a lot of people were saying, oh, well, Facebook is slowing down, this is slowing down. So let's get into it, right? The geographical distribution and the top companies by the user count. India is one of the top users,
Look
right?
at that.
366 million
Million.
users in India, right? Everybody
Look,
thinks that the United States is the biggest user of Facebook. It's not. It's India. We're at a close second though, right? With 262.8 million users, right? That's how many it's going to be by 2028. It's already 2025. That's just in 3 years.
that's in 3
That's a
years.
lot of users, guys. That's a
And
lot
that's
of
moving
users by
so
country.
fast.
Indonesia, exactly.
Mhm.
Indonesia and Brazil, each with over 100 million users, right? It's not just the United States using Facebook. We're
No,
not the only ones utilizing the heck out of this social media platform. So for those
no,
of you thinking,
we're not.
man, TikTok is gonna take over social
Mm,
media and Facebook's gonna go
mm,
away, that's not gonna
mm.
happen. I'm here to
No.
tell you, like we are here to tell you, that's not gonna happen. Contrary to popular belief, right? And so
Mhm.
these statistics are just a great example of the fact that Facebook is ever growing year after year after year, regardless of what new platforms come around. There next, regardless of what new platforms come around, Facebook is always here, ever growing. Right? So let's talk about the age of people that are on Facebook. And the reason that we want to discuss the age of Facebook users is because people always say, I'm not going to say people. Let's back that up. My children, my children are like, Mom, only people your age are Facebook. She's
Old
like, Mom,
people.
there's nobody. They're like, Mom, there's no, because my kids are in their 20s. And you know what I mean? I've got older kids. So I've got a 19-year-old, a 22-year-old, a 27-year-old, right? And an 8-year-old. So my older children are like, listen, Mom, we're not on there. And look, men age 25 to 34 constitute nearly 20% of the users, right? So you guys are on there, maybe not as much as us, but y'all on there. Women in the
Absolutely.
same age group, right? Approximately 13% of users, right? Females are ages 25 to 34. So, okay, it's not a lot of y'all on there, right? But there definitely are some of y'all on there. The age usage in the U.S. alone is 61% of adult men, right? 78% of adult women.
Use
That's
the
a
platform.
lot of people. More than 50% of each gender. That's
Yes,
crazy.
that's a lot.
That's crazy to think about how many people are on there.
You know what?
Wow. And this is just Facebook we're talking about, right?
I'm telling you, and when I hear and see these statistics, it just tells me that there is enough for all of us to eat comfortably. So it's just a matter of knowing how to
Comfortably.
market. Yeah, to market properly. And that's why we're here. That's
Yes.
why we're here.
And the statistics definitely help that, because if
Mhm.
you are trying to promote to a certain age group, you do need to know where that age group hangs out.
Is.
And that
Mhm.
is why Daria and I are on every platform. Not because we just like to hear ourselves talk and we just want to see our. No, we want to go where people of the age groups we're looking for are, right? There are people on Facebook we want to reach out to. There's people on other social media platforms that we want to be able to reach out to, that we want to connect with. So that is why we're on those platforms as well. Because we
Mhm.
know that all of our audience are not on Facebook. That's why we have a YouTube, a LinkedIn, a you name it, whatever there is, we got it, right?
Twitter. That's right. Or X.
And that's
Yes.
why we advise you guys to do the same thing. Facebook is definitely one of those things, depending on what you're selling, what you're doing, it's great. And as far as business and advertising, there's so many businesses, right, that are on here that utilize the Meta apps. Over 200 million. That is a lot of businesses,
That's a
right?
lot.
And they
That's a
use those to create the virtual storefront and
mhm.
engage with their audiences when they are not inside of their brick and mortar, right? They don't have to come into your store, to your establishment, for you to be able to communicate with these people and for you to know what your audience wants, what their audience is thinking, right?
Mhm.
Facebook's advertisement revenue is projected to reach 127 billion by
That's
2027.
money.
That's only 2 years away, guys. Only
Yeah.
2 years away, guys, right? And so after the statistics, we'll get into how you actually properly set up your social media platform. And of
Mhm.
course, we use Facebook as an example, because no matter what platform you're on, you want to do all of these steps, right? And so Facebook's daily user growth rate has seen a slight increase, right? Not a decrease. Everybody's like, oh, less people are on Facebook now that
It has
so and
gone
such
up.
and such is going. No,
It has gone
Facebook's
up.
growth is not slowing down. Beyond, you know what I'm saying, regardless of popular belief, but you know what I mean? The trolls will be talking, right? The trolls are always talking. So this
Always.
just lets you know, no matter what other platforms come around, Facebook is not slowing down. Facebook knows exactly what it's doing, because you've got to understand these social media platforms are revolving doors. So
Yes.
you have billions of people around the world, right?
Mhm.
Becoming daily users. We have people every year graduating college and high school, brand new adults coming into the fold, jumping on to social media, trying to figure out how to make money, trying to figure out
Right.
where their audience is. They own a
That's
mobile
right.
this, or they own a pizza stand, or they own something where they want to know what their audience is thinking without having to spend an exuberant amount of money on ad spend. And of course, that's why they come to Facebook and platforms like this, because it is cost effective and it's the best
Mhm.
place for you to get a great return on investment, ROI. The best place for you to get a return on investment. It's
That is true.
absolutely phenomenal. Yeah,
That is
and
true.
you definitely want to learn. You definitely want to learn about the ads on Facebook. And Facebook does a phenomenal job of teaching you, because advertising, of course, remains the biggest money maker for Facebook, right? Because a lot of people are like, oh, because other people have these other things that are better. But honey, let me tell you, the Facebook ads are people like me and you trying to get their business in front of the masses, right?
Mhm.
Some other platforms, they're making their money off of advertising products, right? Other
Right.
people get to advertise their products. You know, on Facebook, you can do the same thing. So on all these different platforms, all these things that you can do to make yourself stand out and to make your social media a magnet, right? Whichever one you're using, these are some of the steps you want to follow, right? That we're going to be talking about. Because Facebook continues to look for new ways to help marketers to improve their ad results, right? And to keep them coming back and spending on their platform. That is what the key to all of the platforms do, right? They
Right.
all are going to keep on making better ways and easier ways for you to spend and make money. They want you to get more advertisement. So of course they want the ads to work, right? They
Exactly.
absolutely want that. And if they didn't work, people wouldn't keep getting them every single month.
That is
So
so true.
absolutely, D, get into it.
Yep.
I'm telling you, girl.
Yep. But before we move, because we need to stay parked right here for another second, hot off the press. Let's say that you don't want to do ads, right? A lot of people are doing ads, but then there may be some that don't. And you're saying, I don't want to do ads right now. I don't have a budget. Guess what? We got you. It is hot off the press. We have an amazing list, y'all. 600 Facebook targeted groups where you can promote your opportunity. Okay. We have it. It's already been researched. It's already been proven that you can get unlimited leads, sales from these Facebook groups. And the price is only $10. Now, one within the spreadsheet that we have, there is a small category for digital marketers. That tab alone is about 150, 190 groups that's focused on digital marketing. That alone is being sold for $7. But we're
Yes.
giving you that plus coaching, health, counseling. It's just a whole bunch of niches that you can go in and
Mhm.
promote your opportunity for only $10. And we're talking about 600 groups. So if this
Yes.
is something that you want to get your hands on, which we highly recommend because we already started getting our leads and getting sales from these groups, you want to make sure that below this video you comment list and we'll send the information right over to you. It is amazing. It is hot.
Mhm.
It is fresh. It is new. And they are constantly updating it for you. So why not get
Constantly.
ahead of that and make sure that you get your hands on this list? So I just want to make sure you,
Absolutely.
because whoo, that is amazing.
It is. It's absolutely phenomenal. And just like she said, no matter what niche you're in, it is for you. Definitely over 600. So this is one of the things that Daria and I are passionate about, the security settings. And we're talking about security settings across the platforms, right? But of course, today
Mhm.
we're going to focus on Facebook. So one of the first things that you're on Facebook and you're on here for business and your Facebook profile is not public, that's the number one thing you're doing wrong. Because if you are on here for business, why are you being a private secret agent? You want the entire world to know that you are in business and what you have going on, honey. You want to know. You
Exactly.
want them to know what product you have, what services you are providing. Hello.
That's right.
You want to make sure that you go in, and we're going to show you how to do that. You want to make sure you hide your friends list because people should not be able to go in and steal your friends, and they definitely should not know how many people are following you. And stop people from tagging you,
Oh,
right?
that is a big
Right?
no.
Hide your, so three things: hide your friends list, stop people from tagging, and make your profile public. You are a public person, a public business trying to get traction. You are trying to help others by letting them know what types of products and services you have that can answer their pain points.
Exactly.
You want
Exactly.
you don't want only your friends to be able to see when you go live. You want anybody on that social media platform to know when you go live. Not just people you already are friends with. Oh, you
Exactly.
want new friends. You want new friends. And they're strangers, right? Is where your millions come from, right? People that you haven't met yet, people that you haven't helped yet. You help enough people get what they want, you will get what you want.
You will get what
That's
you
why we
want.
only focus on helping others, right? How can we help the people that are around us? How can we help our circle? How can we help those connected to our circle and beyond? Right? That is always our focus. So now, step one, if you don't have that down, we're going to show you how to do that. So whenever you go to Facebook, you have a settings and privacy settings. You want to click on settings, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wait on you, D.
Okay.
So you want to click on settings, and then once you click on settings, this is what you're going to see. You're going to click on general, right? Settings, general, and all of this is on the PDF. So you don't have to rewatch this, right? That's the beauty of it. You don't have to rewind it and rewatch it just to find out, dang, where did they
Mhm.
say to go? What am I?
Right.
So you
Exactly.
want to go to general, and then after you click general, because it goes a little fast, because
Right.
like we said, it's all inside of the PDF.
Right.
So you want to go to security and log in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You want to
Yep.
check
Yep.
check
Yes.
your important security settings. Right?
Yes.
Once you click on that, this is what you'll see. Right? These are all the things. Now see where it says tagging, right? Because we went on the left hand side and we clicked on profile and tagging, as you can see in the picture. Right? And of course the PDF lays it out way better, right? This is going kind of fast because we're on a of course, we're on a live and we just want to show you how it's done. But of course, the
Right.
PDF will hold your hand and
Right.
walk you through it. So where
Exactly.
it says tagging, only you should be able to see things that
Oh.
you're tagged in.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else should be able to see when somebody tags you. Only you should be able to see that, right? So you want to make sure you change that to only me. Once you do that, then you want to go to the next setting, right? So these are all the things. You want to go to your privacy setting. You see that? We're still on the left-hand side. We're clicking on privacy this time. And then look at that. Who can see your friends list? That should say only me. Only you should be able to see your friends list. Nobody should know who your friends are. They might know how many you have, how many mutual friends you have. They should not be able to see your whole list. So
Right.
let's go on to the next one because
Yep.
because these things are absolutely imperative. Because step two, choosing a profile, right, is one of these things where people see this, and this is basically your first impression. That little bitty profile picture that pops up everywhere, right? If you message somebody, that thing pops up, right? If you
Right.
put something on, so you reply to somebody, that thing pops up. You
Pops
don't want
up.
a picture of your dog,
Hmm.
right? Is your dog making money? Like, is your dog how you make your money? Because if so, girl, keep posting that dog. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing a pet grooming business, something like, girl, post that dog. But for all
Mm-hmm.
intents and purposes, you need a picture of you. Look at Darius, all beautiful and smiling with the pearly whites. You know what I'm saying? She's got a fresh hat on, the whole nine. So, man, this is what we're talking about. There is a clear picture of her face. Even though she's wearing a cap, you can still clearly see her face. Nice, bright. She's wearing a warm and beautiful smile so that you can see that she is warm and inviting, right? Because that's the very first thing. You want an attractive photo. You don't want to be on there like,
If,
who's
if,
going to click on your profile with
we
you
all turned
snarling,
up.
right? With the real face, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Looking to the
no, don't
side.
don't do those pictures with the side eye.
Right.
right?
Right.
You don't want to look down at people. And we go into that more inside the PDF. So
Mhm.
that's why we gave the PDF as an add-on to today, because we know it's imperative that people get this right. And look at your intro. Look at that, CEO at Home Business Tips with Daria J. Legonier. And keep in mind that you can have more than one page, more than one
Right.
thing, right? And all of these things need to be set up in this manner. You need to make sure everything is secure, right?
Exactly.
And your intro definitely should say what it is that you do, who you are, right? She's the
Right.
CEO of a home business, right?
Right.
That has tips about how you can also have a home business. And she's telling you what her name is, right?
Right.
Then, of course,
Mhm.
on here, you can see where she lives. You can see that she's married and who, all of those great things. And you can see how many people are following her. You can see
And
her
my and
link,
my link tree.
right?
Yep.
You can see her link. And of course, she chose Linktree because you can have multiple links in your Linktree. So whatever
Yeah.
you've got going on, you put it all in there, and
All
whenever
in.
somebody clicks on it, they can see everything that you're doing and have to offer,
Yes. Yes.
right? Absolutely. So no
Yeah.
matter what you're speaking about, they can go there and find it, right? Ask
Hmm.
you questions, contact you, the whole nine. Let's
Yes.
see. And I think that's it for me.
Yep. And the next step is the editing of the details. Okay. So
Absolutely.
just want to come back up here. You can have this is a page. So what I did was I wrote down the CEO and then I was able to find my page and click on my page. So you can have as like Takesha said, you can have as many pages as you want, but I just chose one at that time. And then for this, this purpose, so it's not confusing.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
So now we're looking at a bio. So when you're doing your bio tells you who this person is, who you are, and what you do, and it should be very very clear so that when someone visits your page, they already know, okay, this person is in business and this is what they do. They service women, they service children, they service children, teachers, whoever it is, right? So
Yep.
you're um so whatever it is that you do, it's there on your profile because that is your storefront, and this is for the public, the world to see. Okay.
Yeah, the
So
world, baby.
so here's an example of what it would look like. So this is my banner. So I have myself, and I'm also in business with my husband. We do stuff together, but I have my name. And then I'm telling you, I'm a retired teacher. I'm on a mission to help online marketers win on social media. And then I'm asking you to follow me because I'm going to give you some stuff. This is very clear. It lets you know, wow, she's in business. It's professional looking, it's clean, it's fresh. You can see my image, the small image, the profile, and then also you can see my image along with my husband on the actual banner. Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very important that you make it clear on what it is that you do and what you offer. And if you're not sure how to
Mhm.
write it out and what you should say, use Chat GPT. That's why it's there. You're not sure how to say
Absolutely.
it, make sure you use Chat
Yeah.
GPT. So we got here by using the edit button. Okay.
And so stop right there, Daria.
Oh, you want
So
me to go
I
back?
wanted you guys to just notice, absolutely. I wanted
Okay.
you guys to also notice that she also put on here providing money solutions to self motivated professionals who want to crush previous records, right? So she's targeting people that have had some success online and are looking to have even greater success, right?
Yes.
So when they see this, they're like, oh, okay, so she's helped people. Now she's looking to help even more people, right? I didn't know if you guys caught that, but that's why
Yeah.
the banner is so important, right? The colors, as you notice, she only used 2 to 3 colors, right? And that is what you should be doing. Sticking
Right.
to the same colors, not being all over the place, and being clear and concise. And as you guys will see, Daria and I will change these banners several times for the
Yes.
purpose of whenever we're doing something and we need to update our banner, it's exactly what we do, right? You don't
Exactly.
want to keep the same old information. You want to
Right.
be ever evolving. Okay, D, my bad.
And you will see that as well. And since
Mm.
you're talking about the colors are a combination of the colors that my husband and I like. So we had to really sit down and think about what colors we were going to use because, like Takesha said, you don't want to be all over the place, and you should only use no more than 3 colors
Mhm.
when in your banner. And then this is part of our brand together. My husband loves blue and I love orange. And then the white makes it pop. Very simple. And it's a
Yeah.
little, yeah. And that was pretty much it.
Woo. Phenomenal.
Oh, all right. So you want to secure your
Yeah.
profile. This is how you
Please.
stop. Mhm. Yes. This is how you stop people from being able to hack your profile and take it over. And this is so important because this is so people are,
Yeah.
every left and right, people are getting their profile hacked. So we're going to show you something that can help
Yeah.
prevent. Okay. And you want to go to your settings. You want to hit, instead of general, you want to go to security and login. What you want to do is put on the two-factor authentication.
Mhm.
Okay. So you want to do that. And when you come over here and you click on it, it's going to guide you on how to, what you need to do into the steps so that you can download the authenticator. And then when you come in and out of Facebook, you will have to use that authentication process. It's a pain in the butt, but it will secure your account. Okay.
So worth it.
It
Like,
is.
man,
It
I
really
would
is.
much rather, I'm sorry, D. I was just
Mhm.
saying, like, when people come to us crying saying somebody hacked our account, it's too late. You know what I mean? That's why we
Yes.
always tell you guys about these preventative measures. We try to save you guys from yourselves. We try to save you from hackers. We try to save your business, your hard work from being taken over by others. So we
Yes,
are passionate about letting people know about the two-factor authenticator.
that's important.
Sure, you have to
Mm,
say it's you, but nobody else can get in, even if they have your username and password. This is what we need you guys to understand.
right.
Even if somebody has your username and password, they still cannot get into your account. That is why we have you guys to do this,
Hmm.
right? Because we don't want people taking over your account. We don't want people to have the ability to be able to get in your account, right? They need to be able to have your permission. They need to be able to go through the 2FA, the two-factor authenticator, every single time if need be.
If
But guess
need be.
what? They can't do. They can't get in without that 2FA, right? And that's why it saves you from being hacked. So
It
please,
does.
if you have not done this already, do yourself, me and Daria, do all of us a favor.
And do it.
Please turn these
Yeah.
settings on.
Yes. Make
Download the
sure.
PDF that we're giving you guys and turn this on, please. Please.
Make sure it's on. Make sure it's on. We can't
We got you,
emphasize
Carolyn.
that. Yeah. We can't emphasize it even more. Okay.
Absolutely.
So now that we've gone through the security part, which is so important, and we decided to go through that first, most people they like to start with the visuals and the photos and all that stuff. We wanted to start with the security because that is so important. Because for you to do all that hard work
So
and have it
important.
taken away from you, oh, that's painful. So,
Right? Somebody else benefiting. Mm-mm.
oh, from your hard work, no. So you want to use a
No, man.
professional photo of yourself. Okay. And if you can't think of maybe it's you're not really sure, maybe you're an affiliate of a few products and you're not really sure who you're honing in on, you may want to use a short quote or favorite saying on your banner until you're able to hone in on what it is that you're actually offering. Okay? Because I remember we were there.
Mhm.
We started out that way, because it's different when, you don't have a pizza shop or you don't have a nail salon or, or you're teaching a particular concept, but
Mhm.
you are an affiliate for various products. Is sometimes in the beginning it's really hard to really hone in on what it is that you do. You just know that you have
Mm.
a business and you're online. So the best way to do
Absolutely.
that is to use a professional photo of yourself. And these days, I'm gonna tell y'all, the cell phones do it. So if you don't have the capital to go out there and pay a professional, just make sure you get someone to take a great picture of yourself from your phone. Even if you have to start out with a selfie, that's how I started out. Just make sure it's crisp,
That's right.
make sure it's clear, you have an amazing background, and you can use it. Okay. So you do that along with your
And you
short
got that
quote.
smile.
That's right. And your favorite saying. And you want to stick to no more than 3 or 4 colors. You don't want it to be too wild. You want it to keep it clean. You want when someone comes to
Absolutely.
your profile, like, oh, wow, this is
Yes.
nice. You want them to look, you want it to be stunning. So if it's not stunning to you, it's not going to be stunning to someone else. But just make sure you don't have too many
Mhm.
colors. Okay, that's very, very important. You want it to look as crisp and clean as possible. Even if you have to go on Canva and do it, you can. You can create an amazing banner on on Canva. And if you're not sure how to do that, reach out to us because we do have Canva training.
Mhm.
Okay? And we also offer one-on-one Canva
Absolutely.
training if you need it. Okay? All right. So that's that. So here's an example. This was a banner that actually we paid to have this done. We told them what we wanted, the colors, we gave them the pictures, the images, and it was created. So,
Mhm.
like Takesha said, the verbiage tells you what we do and what we offer. Okay,
Mhm.
it's very general, but you do get an idea that we are in business. And that's what we wanted because at that time we were and still are affiliate for quite a
Absolutely.
few different products. So we didn't want to hone in on something in particular. So we went through a process before we came up with this verbiage. We had to really think about
Mhm.
it, answer some questions, and we were
Yeah.
guided, and this is what we came up with. So now we have gone um, in different directions. So when you go to our profiles now, it's going to look different. But this is where we were at that
Mhm.
time. Okay. So it has my profile. And then I'm also showing that I work with my husband, right? The New York Power couple. And I feel like that's the only thing that we didn't put here. We should have put
Mhm.
the New York Power couple. But, hindsight is always,
Right.
right? Because that is our brand. Everybody knows us as the New
Oh,
York Power. Okay. So moving on.
yeah.
So now we're going to go into the messages. The messages are so important because this is where you have your private conversations. So just make sure that you're not having conversations
Yeah.
on your wall. I remember in the beginning of learning Facebook, I didn't know the difference between messages and your wall. And I'm thinking that when I was talking to people, that it was just me and them. And then I realized that there was a special place for us to do that. And that's Facebook Messenger. Now, Facebook Messenger has three
Yes.
folders. I didn't realize that either. So we have the chat where we're all chatting and we see that right away. Then we also have message requests where people that are not your friends will request to speak to you. So just be careful with that because some people genuinely
Yes.
want information on what it is that you shared, maybe in a group or something. Others are spamming you. and or just trying to recruit you. So just make sure you read those messages carefully, and whatever doesn't feel right, just delete it, just block them, keep it moving. Okay, don't be afraid to block someone. Have a block party if you will. Okay, go by your gut feeling. Okay, and then you have and then you have the spam section.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you, Takesha and I can tell you, because we did not check those other folders, we missed out on some
Yeah.
sales because there were some leads there. We found out like
Absolutely.
months later, weeks later, like, oh my God, this person wanted information on a post that we did. It happens. So just make sure you make it a
Absolutely.
point to go in there at least once a week, the other chats, and see if you perhaps may have a lead in there. That is very possible. Okay, because we did. We had quite
Absolutely.
a few we missed out on. So of course, 6 months later, the person moved on.
You're like, oh,
Like, oh my God,
and it
I'm
happens when
so
you're
sorry.
starting out.
Look, are you still interested? So just be
Oh,
sure
goodness.
to do that. And you definitely Facebook doesn't like links. So make sure that when you create your content, that you are leading them to put some kind of call to action in the comment so that you can communicate
Mm-hmm.
with them in Messenger and give them the
Yeah.
information there. Okay? Because if you start putting links in your posts,
Mm-hmm.
Facebook will not allow you, the public, to see it. It will be very, very, very limited. You
Yeah.
know, and they will do what is called shadow ban your content, and you're wondering why only one person or two people is
Yeah.
loving it and liking it. That's because Facebook says, "Shoot, I'm
We
not
ain't
pushing
showing
that out.
that
We're not pushing that out. Are they
at
crazy?
all.
And they got all these links up in here." No, we're not.
That take them off of Facebook. That's the key.
Mhm.
Taking them
Right.
away from Facebook. Like they're like, no, we're not doing that.
Right. And then you
So yeah.
also have to be careful putting links in the comments as well, because at one time that was a big thing. Oh, put your link in the comment. Even be careful with that. If you can get into the habit of creating content where they have to respond to a call to action, and then you go and put the information in Messenger and y'all
Mhm.
communicate there, I think that is better. That is much better. Unless you're in a group, you can put your links
Absolutely.
in the, because this your group is your community, which we highly recommend you start. You could put your links in there if you're
Please.
communicating it there and you're giving information, because that's your group. But out on your profile,
Mhm.
no. Do make sure you do your posts where you're not sharing links right there. Okay. So you want to do a call to action that's going to cause them to do the action to let you know that they want more information. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right. So this is what it looks like in Messenger. I like to keep mine on dark mode because I don't like all that white light in my eyes. So I keep mine in dark mode. So if it looks different, that's why. And this is what I was talking about with the message request. You're going to see that. So I have two message requests. I used I used to ignore that. I didn't pay it no mind. Like, what is that?
Right. Like, okay, why is it red?
Exactly. I just focus on the chat. So make sure you look at that, clean it out. It's important. You might find some gems in there. You just might.
Yes.
Okay. So we have a search. Make sure that you utilize this search with all the chats. And this was basically just circled to let you know that there's my profile there, like Takesha was saying. That's why you want to have a recognizable one, or one that's warm, friendly, with a smile, because whenever I chat in there, my profile shows up. Okay.
Hmm.
So that's
And
important.
also, if you click it, right, the
Hmm.
other thing is if you click that circle profile picture, that is how you get to your other messages. So that is the important reason. You want to click your profile picture. Depending on what
Yeah.
device you have, right? Because you're gonna either see a red number above your picture, or you're gonna
Mm.
see on the side a red number. Wherever you see that at, you want to click on that, and then you'll see where it says the spam and the requests, right? You're like, oh, all these
Yes.
people are requesting to talk to me, like, and it
Exactly.
goes over there because they're not your friend.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
So you want to take the extra step and communicate with them, block them, whatever you need to do. Because, like I said, there may be some gems in there that you missed out on. So, just want to let you know, like, if
yeah,
you see this green on, that means that they are active at the moment, and these are your friends. And also at the bottom, these are
yeah,
some chats that there's some conversation going on. So, you might want to click on that and see what's going on. Some chats that you are a part of, chats or the chats. Leave it at that. So Takesha and I, we are a part of many chats. So I'm always checking through the chats to see
yeah,
what's going on. That's where we get our information and that's where we give information. So if you're in
yeah.
chats and you find them annoying, just know that that is the way we communicate on social media. Okay. So if you need to silence them, or and then you just go in there, maybe you don't need you may need to turn your notifications off,
Mhm.
whatever however you need to work that. Just make sure that you appear and show up in the chats, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on a lot with what it is that you have going on with the community that you have something going on with. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right. So here we go. People you may know and spam. That's exactly what we're talking
Yep,
about. Those are the
that's where it
messages.
takes you.
That's where it takes you.
Yeah,
So again, you want to go in there, see what's going on. And if nothing's going on, delete, block, whatever you need to do. But you will find from time to time some gems in there. I have
yeah.
gotten, I have found leads and I have gotten signups from my spam and from people I may know. So you want to definitely check them. That's important.
Hmm.
Okay. So that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you got value. I hope it was very, very helpful, because this is the beginning of setting yourself up on social media to make sales. This is
Yeah,
we're talking about your store. We're talking about your
yeah.
security. We're talking about how to communicate individually with folks, because there are times when you want to take someone off of your profile and
Mhm.
speak to them privately, and perhaps take them off of social media altogether by getting
Oh
their
yeah,
email or their phone number. So,
yeah.
um, if you have any questions, this would be the time to ask your questions, because
Absolutely.
we totally understand that some of this may be new, or just something that you may not have been aware of, you know so while you are
Mm.
putting your questions in the chat, I'm going to go over a question that we have been asked, oh my goodness, over and
Yes.
over and over again. And I think it's going to help you. So the
Yeah.
question that we normally get, and we get a lot, is, what's the best call to action? Or you might have heard it as CTA, right? When you do
Hmm.
your post, especially post when in regards to business, you should have some kind of call to action, even if it's not business, because you want to have engagement as well. You may do a post on a particular topic about maybe retirement, and then you want to know how people feel about it. Do they agree? How do they feel about it? you know can I get an
Right.
amen on this post, if you with me, if you feeling me? So that's a call to action as well. So it's highly recommended as that you do call to actions as often as possible, because you want to get the
Mm.
engagement. And now Facebook is paying you for your posts. So the more quality
Yeah.
your posts are, the more your audience is engaging with your posts. That can be another income stream for you. especially if you have your profile on professional mode. So that's another training, but I just wanted to put it out there that you do want to have as much engagement on social media as possible. That's why it's
Yeah.
called social media. Okay. So the call to action will help you. So, so the best call to action. So before I get into what was the best, you want to make sure that they're clear and they're very, very specific. Okay. If a person is confused, they're not going to do anything. So you want to be very
At
clear
all.
on what it is that you want them to do to get the information that they have, that you have for them, or to respond to maybe a question. You may have a question
Mhm.
and answer it. You might have a poll and you just want them to click one of the multiple choice answers, but it has to be very, very clear. You want to give them instructions that are very clear. So, this is an example of some of the language you can use. Click below to get started today, right? That's one. Grab your free guide now, right?
Yeah.
You want people to act now, not tomorrow, not 2 weeks, not in 2 hours, now. Like let them decide that they're gonna wait, until after dinner. But as far as you're concerned,
Right.
now, okay. Sign up for instant access, urgent and time sensitive. You want people to know that this is an urgency. You don't want them to feel like, oh, I can get to it, anytime, next week, next month. No, now. Okay.
Yeah.
Want to create a sense of urgency in your communication and also in your instruction. So you want to let them know that that there's limited spots available, so you want to sign up now. That's a call to
Yeah.
act. Offer ends tonight at midnight. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, if you've seen anything like that, put a one in the comments, because
Absolutely.
I know I've seen it and I felt like, oh my God, let me hurry up and put my one down, or put down me, or raise my hand, or drop an emoji, or
Right.
I feel
Right.
like I'm scrambling trying to do it. You want to do that too, okay? Because it works, okay? And
Absolutely.
you want to
FOMO.
highlight a benefit, you know. Comment below, or drop an emoji if you want to learn how to automate your income.
Yeah.
So, these call to actions are very, very effective. You could do short, snappy ones. DM me, ready to get started. Right. So when
Mhm.
I I have gotten that. So when I go into my messages and I see ready, because you do get the notification, I already know
Yeah.
that this person saw my post, or they saw my live, or they saw my video. Okay. So you could do quick ones. Click here to claim your spot. It's waiting for you. People respond to stuff like that. Okay. So those are the types of call to actions that you want to use.
Yeah.
Uh yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I would say that pretty much covers it. I hope that was helpful, because call to actions are very, very important, and call to actions is what people tend to leave out, and therefore they leave a lot of money on the table. And I know when I got started in this industry,
Absolutely.
I left them out a lot, because I didn't think it was important. Because my thing was, if you're interested, you're gonna click my link, or you're gonna ask me for information. Well, I got to give you a call to action. So
Mm.
I learned that wasn't actually, yeah. So did anybody
How
ask
we
any
make
questions?
mistakes.
Yeah, anybody ask any questions? T.
Nope. Nope. That means we did a thorough job. I don't see any popping up on here. Not sure
Okay.
about the other platforms, but I don't see anything coming in over here. So
Okay.
now we do want to talk to you guys about the number two question that we get asked all the time, and it's
Yes.
about pinned posts, right? Because
Mm,
if you've ever pinned a post, hey, Janet, if you have ever pinned a post, you might have the same question.
right.
When should I update my pinned post? Right? Because that is the question that a lot of people have, and you want to know, like, how long should I leave this up here? Like, what should I, you know? And the question is, whenever you're gonna launch something new, whenever you have a new campaign or a new product, right? You want to, like, let's say if you're having an event, right? As soon as that is done, you're going to take that pinned post about that event down because it is no longer relevant, right?
Right.
That is concluded. So when it comes to a conclusion, you are perfectly fine with unpinning that because you don't want to keep telling people about something that already happened. You want to have fresh content consistently up there, right? And so, what is consistently, right? Like, how often should I change it, right? Like,
Mhm.
if it's something that I'm promoting and it's an ongoing thing, and I've had it up there for a month or two, and it's getting really low engagement, that's your cue. Take it down. Nobody's looking at it. Whatever it says in that campaign or whatever the pictures are, is something about it that is not gravitating towards people, right? People are not gravitating towards this message. They're not gravitating towards this campaign. So why are you going to keep it up there for more than 2 months? No more than 60 days, right? And you're going to know if you're going to take it down after the first 30 days. Because if you've
Yeah.
got a post up there for 30 days and you've only got one or two people on there, that's a telltale sign that this is not something that is resonating with my audience. I need to rethink, revamp, redo, readjust my thinking here because my audience is not feeling this. And,
Right.
1 to 2 months is a great time because whenever you're doing things that are not grabbing their attention, you're just basically wasting your space. And you want to just take that down and put up some content that is more compelling, right? Something that they would resonate with even better, right? Okay, well, they're not feeling this. So let me utilize something different. Let me say it differently. Let me adjust
Right.
the colors, right? Let
Mhm.
me see what is
Mhm.
going to make this get more engagement, right? Even if the post performs well, you know, you're going to be still changing things out at least every 60 days because you want to keep it fresh and it keeps your profile dynamic. And of course, it's always aligned with your goals because, of course, our goals are ever changing.
Ever
So
changing.
that is why you're changing it up, right? Every few months. Sooner, if it's low content, right? If it's low content, okay, at the end of these 30 days, it's out. If it's performing well, even still, after 60 days, you're going to want to put up something fresh and something new because you want people to keep gravitating. And after a while, all of your people have seen this piece of material and commented on it.
Right.
So you want to keep it moving.
Keep it
So
moving.
faster if you're getting low engagement on a pin post, but always within 60 days, right? You don't want to leave anything up more than 60 days, right? You see people with pin posts up there for years, right? You see that post and you're like, dang, they got like 600 comments on this thing over the last 5 years, right? Like, no, you don't
You
want to just,
still at
you
that?
want to put something fresh up. Like if that is getting that amount of traction, you want to revamp that. People
Right.
gravitated
Right.
towards this. Now let me update them and let them know the new thing that's going on because if they like this, they're really gonna like the update. Let me let them
Exactly.
know how much more exciting it is now.
Mhm.
And that
Exactly.
is why the update.
Yes. I hope.
Constantly update.
Yes. I hope
Yeah.
that
And
this is
like Daria
helpful.
says,
Mhm.
yeah, absolutely. We hope that you guys found this helpful. And like Daria says, we understand about keeping up with things because not only are Daria and I in a bunch of chats and groups, we own a bunch of chats and groups. right? And the
Yes.
way that we keep everything flowing and going is scheduling things and updating things, right? Because you want to have some pinned posts because if you can't get to that particular group every single day, excuse me, you might be posting something in there once a week, right? Like this right here, what we're doing, our live at 5, right? On every
Mhm.
platform that we're on, we're live at
Yeah.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Tuesday. People have come to know that about us. Oh, it's Tuesday. Oh man, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Darian, I got only have success made simple. I need to go and grab some nuggets, right?
Exactly.
So
Hmm.
that is why you want to constantly be updating. Imagine if we came on here every Tuesday and said the same thing. You guys would be like,
Well,
why am I getting on? Like, wah, 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 wah.
yep.
People get on because of the fresh content, right? Because of the new things that they can learn and not just learn, the new things they can implement. And if you're jumping on here now, just remember we have a list of 600 Facebook groups in multiple niches, right? Multiple niches are in this 600 Facebook group list. And we're giving it away for 10 freaking dollars,
That's it.
right? You don't have to look for Facebook groups.
Don't have
We're
to.
giving this thing
Uh,
away. I say giving it away because $10 is nothing. Because they're
right.
selling one portion of this for $7. We're selling the whole thing for $10. You got $10. You want to be in groups. You want to get your products and services out there in front of more people in your niche without having to do the research. You're welcome. All we require is $10, right? We're like, give us $10. We'll give you every group that you can handle, right? We'll give you groups
Everything you can
that you
handle.
never even thought of. Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
absolutely.
That's
So
right.
if you want that list, make sure you put the word list, just like Carolyn did. You want to put the word list right here. We'll make sure that we get you the link so that you can get that list. And also, remember to check back here right in the messages so that you can get that PDF so that you can learn how to make your social media a magnet. And the biggest, most important part of all of this is, of course, securing your account so that you do not get hacked. You do not want to do all of this work
And
just
get help.
for somebody else to come along and hack your stuff. Now, why do people want to hack stuff with your pictures and your face? Because you already built the know, like, and trust factor. So all
With
they're going to do is steal your people. One moment. All they're going to do is steal your people, right? So let's go ahead and continue with the positive vibes. Absolutely. Let's continue helping one another and showing
Mhm.
up and
Yes.
putting your best foot forward. Absolutely keep those hackers out by securing your account. Man, absolutely.
Yes. So make sure you screenshot this so you'll be able to get in contact with us if you need us. And again, we thank you so much for hanging out with us. Let me come back to you now.
Thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate you
Thank you so
guys.
much, Drew.
Hey,
Hey,
Janet.
all right. I see list up there. Awesome. We'll make sure we get that to you. And also the PDF, we'll get that to you as well. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, this call is a wrap. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We hope you got value. If you got value, just put value in the chat here in the I said chat, but in the comments section. We really would appreciate it. And we will see you next week. And we'll make sure we get all the
Absolutely.
information out to you. Now, real quick, you can head over to our group because the PDF is right there. You can just go as the first post right there. You can head over to Online Success Made Simple. Thank you. Thank you, Janet. Appreciate that. And the PDF is right there where you can download it, but we will put it here as well. Okay. And
Yep.
then
And we're
Carolyn,
speaking
take care.
about, to clarify, Daria,
Uh-huh.
because we don't know what platform you're watching us from. We're
Right.
speaking about our Facebook group, right? We have
Yes.
a page
Yes.
and a group.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
want to go to our Facebook group and
Mm-hmm.
or our page, and you will be able to find that PDF. absolutely,
Yes.
the group has all the information, and you'll be able to find all those things right under guides, right? We've got a file section, we've got a guide section, and we just want you guys to go in there and get your good eats.
Okay, perfect. Perfect, Janet.
Wonderful, wonderful, Janet.
Right. Yes, Janet, you're on our page, but we're talking about our group. Okay. So make sure you go to the group. All right.
Okay,
I know
and
it's confusing, but
we gotta
yes,
wrap this up because gotta
I know
get
you gotta
my
go.
daughter.
Yeah, yep, I know you gotta go. All right. So we'll see you next week and we'll have another amazing training. Like we said, we're going back to the basics, y'all. So y'all gonna have what you
Yeah.
need to make this an amazing year. So we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.